Hi, good afternoon. Dr. Ken Ferguson here from Oliver Chiropractic Wellness Clinic. I'm here at home, and I'm here today with Shaundelle, one of our registered massage therapists. Hey, Shaundelle.
Hey, Kent.
Now, today we're going to be talking about stretching. We're spending a lot more time at home. A lot of us are working from home. So your workspace is either at your kitchen table, some makeshift desk, maybe you have some office space available to you, but oftentimes that office space isn't really set up to the same degree your true office space is set up. So there's a lot of physical stress and strain, and then right on top of that, there's a whole lot more TV watching going on. Would you say so, Shaundelle?
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, because I am guilty of that. All right. So today we're going to talk about some stretching. Shaundelle's going to talk about some stretches just to kind of help you self maintain and self manage at home. Shaundelle, I don't know if everybody's totally familiar with you. You've been at the clinic now for about a year.
Yeah, it's been a little bit over a year. Yeah.
Okay. So how about you tell them a little bit about yourself, Shaundelle?
So I'm a registered massage therapist. I've been teaching yoga as well on top of massage therapy for about
Mm-hmm.
7-8 years now.
Yep.
On top of that, I'm also a dance instructor, which I've been doing that about 7-8 years as well. Specifically acrobatic, which does a lot with stretching, flexibility, strength, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you've got some you got some resources to draw off on from personal experience and training.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So whether I'm talking to my patients on the phone or if I'm seeing them in the office, when you're dealing with a lot of sitting, there's some upper body, some upper torso considerations for them to have. So can you get into that a little bit?
Yeah, I find when most people are sitting, they got that hunched forward, shoulders forward,
Yeah.
head forward kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing that I like to tell lots of my clients is the first thing is their head. Most of the time it's forward.
Mm-hmm.
I tell them to push it back. If you need to stand kind of against the wall to kind of get the chin or the back of the head against the wall, I like to start with that. The other thing with sitting, and especially like Netflix and sitting there watching it for hours on time,
Yeah.
is you're constricting that blood flow to the area. So I always suggest like just getting any kind of movement, shoulder rolling,
Yeah.
forward, back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to get the muscles going.
Okay.
Um, as far as stretches go, one of my favorite stretches is you'll take your hands behind your back.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see my back there.
Yep.
And you're gonna pull and make a little chicken wing on the one side of the arm. And you're gonna drop your ear towards the chicken wing.
Okay.
Feel that right along the side of your neck there, going right into the traps. And then to get specifically into the back of the neck, you're going to bring that chin forward.
Mm-hmm.
From there, you can do the opposite and get it more into the front of the neck and bring the chin back. And then you can kind of just roll and feel it out. And then, of course, do each side. I would hold the stretch for, you can do like 30 seconds, I would suggest, on each side
Okay.
at least. Yeah. Um, the other thing that I find when people are sitting and watching TV for a long period of time is their pecs. They're hunched forward.
Yeah.
So for a pec stretch, if you're a little bit more tight in the pecs, first off, you're going to take your hands and you're going to try and grab them behind your back.
Yes.
You can do that, and you don't want them up high. I'm just trying to demonstrate it. You want it nice and straight.
Mm-hmm.
If you can do that, fine. Then you can see if you can lift up the arms and really think about pulling the shoulders back and the shoulder blades together. And that's going to open up the front part of your chest. For people who are a little bit more tight and you can't reach your hands behind you, is you're going to take a towel. You can just roll it up a couple times, take it in one hand, try and wrap it behind, and now you can see that I got the towel here. And you're just trying to inch your hands closer and closer together if you can't quite reach.
Okay.
Yeah, so that will get the pecs.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, other part, one other stretch that I find lots of people that are sitting down for long periods of time is lots of times they're kind of leaning to one side opposed to, not the other side. So last kind of stretch that I would suggest for if you're sitting at home all day is a nice little spinal twist. So you can just take your hand cross the opposite side of your body and turn and look behind you. So you want to just turn as far as you can. Make sure that your hips are staying facing forward. And then same thing to the other side. Take your hand across the body and turn and look.
Okay, and again, holding that for at least 30 seconds if you can, and then making sure you're not doing things uncomfortably, right? Because you don't want to cause any extra pain or more pain at all with any of the stretching. I mean, I smirk a little bit when you start showing some of those pec stretches in front of the neck stretches, because oftentimes when I show those stretches or start talking to about those muscle groups with patients and demonstrating them, it's uncomfortable.
It is.
Right? Because especially if you've never really engaged those muscle groups, right? It can be uncomfortable. So if I can lend any further advice to that, which you're already given great advice, is to breathe through it.
Oh, definitely.
Right? Just kind of like just breathe through it, because you're going to be engaging fascia and muscle tissue that you really may not be stretching on a regular basis. It's going to make some people feel a little anxious, right? Because you're getting out of your comfort zone, and I think that's where the breath comes in.
Yeah. Breath is huge. I always tell when I'm teaching yoga specifically, you want to breathe in when you're going into the stretch, and then breathe out and hold it. Okay. And then again, breathe in, try and go a little bit deeper, and then breathe out and hold it.
Yeah. Because that breathing in kind of gives you space to get into that area.
Yeah. Exactly.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for sharing a little bit of your wisdom with us here about stretching, and because I know a lot of us, myself included, spending more time either sitting in front of computers or TVs that we typically would. We're not to our regular activities. The gyms are closed, yoga studios are closed, Pilates studios are closed. So we have to try to make a special effort on our own to self-maintain and self-manage. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you guys watching found that information useful today. And you can always search out more information that we put out by following us on Facebook, on YouTube, also on Instagram. A lot of our content is out there. You can check out our website at www.ocwc.ca. And hopefully things will be back to some relative normal soon. But in the meantime, use this time to take care of yourself and see if you can come out of this a little bit better than you went into it. Okay? Bye for now.
See you.